Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Rich43. It's Friday, so that means it's the Ferrari f40 build, issue 52. If you're not already subscribed, guys, please smash that subscribe button and give it a big juicy thumbs up if you enjoy the video. And feel free to comment down below and feel free to share the video. But guys, this is going to be a good one this week. So yeah, let's crack on. So yeah, right guys, as you can see here, we've got selections of parts for the last few issues. As you can see, it looks carnage. We've got issue 52 here, which is this week's. We've got a part from issue 49, and then we've got two rear sections from further back issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the magazine as usual, take a look through that, and then see what we've exactly got to do today. It's a bit carnage at the minute, guys, but we'll get through it. Guys, to the left of the table, you can see some of the parts here, which we'll come to in a minute. But first of all, we'll take a look through the mag. The usual good stuff, all these different Ferraris. Ferraris. Yeah, brilliant pictures, guys, in these mags. I take it it's going to be a good read as well. I've not read these as usual, you know the score now. Yeah, that's beautiful Ferrari 365P. That's the centerfold. Beautiful picture. And guys, I've said this before, these mags are so glossy. You could always put these in a frame if you wanted to, your favourite Ferrari or all of them, and just put them up on the wall. Yeah, going on about some victories. I'm sure Ferrari's had many of those. Right, and then we come to this week's instructions. Basically, in this issue, guys, we've got the front cross member. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at that first. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to use it in this issue, but we'll see. And then let's just have a quick look of how many instructions we've got today. Not many, so it don't look very complicated, but it's just getting interesting, guys. What we're putting together here, it looks like we're putting the rear frames together. Yeah, it's going to look good, guys, today. It's going to look really good. But it's looking like that's the finished result. And as you can see down here, guys, that's issue 53. That'll be an easy one, 54. So yeah, you make the most of being busy, and then you take the quiet issues with the busy issues. So right, what I'm going to do is just get issue 52, which is here, and then we'll see exactly what we've got to do or use in this week's issue. So yeah, bear with me. How are all you guys doing anyway? Hope you're doing good. Guys, take a look through my playlist as well. There might be some other goodies in there, what you want to watch, other model builds. I like to try and think that I'm trying to do as many models as I can, so it suits a lot of different people, if that makes sense. And there's always going to be something for everyone I'd like. Right, so let's just see on this squeaky chair that I've got. Right, first of all, the front cross member, which is number 1, which is going to be this. That's plastic, guys. And number 2, you got bar 1, which is that. Again, that's plastic. Number 3, we've got the buffers, which is there. Again, guys, I'm going to leave these in the bags just in case we don't use them, so they can be stored safer. Number 4 is bar 2, which is that plastic part there. And then you've got number 5, which is H screws. Hang on, let me find them. Have we got any H screws? Yeah, the H screws are here. And then you've got number 6, which are the N screws, P7, which are the S screws, and 8, which are the T screws. So yeah, that's what we've got in this pack, guys. So what I'm going to do is just put those at the top for now. See if we use them today. Hold your breath, because going by past issues, we've not used what issue we're doing in that week, if that makes sense. We've always had to put them to one side, but we'll see. Right then, so first of all, it's saying take out the parts that came with issue 50, install 4 type B joints and 1 type A joint on the frame as indicated in the image to secure each joint with a H screw. So I've got the H screws here, guys, and then basically now we've got to get the part out of issue 50, and then we're going to be putting the black joints here, as you can see in that pack, onto the part from issue 50. This is the left rear frame, which is from issue 50, which has been stored for the last couple of weeks. So we'll just take this out. I'm just glad now I'm using some of these parts instead of just storing them. It's just annoying just to see them there sitting there. Right, so I'll just chuck that rubbish to one side. I do tidy up after me, guys, I promise. Right, so on the page, on the instructions, it's got this left rear frame sitting like that. So what we'll do is we'll keep that there like that, and then we can follow the instructions easy. Right, so what it's saying do now, as you can see here, is attach the joints, basically type A joints onto the frame as indicated, and then at the top you're going to attach one of the silver joints. So right, what we'll do is get these out of the bag. What we'll do is just put them there for now. What we don't use we'll put back in. We need type H screws, which are here. Get my Ferrari screwdriver, love this thing. Right, and then what we've got to do is as simple as, well, it looks as simple. What we had this issue on the last one, if you remember, where they've got this little lip. You want to know which way that's got to go, because it might cause some grief in later issues, and by the looks of it, they go like that. So yeah, basically, guys, that little lip you've got there on the joint, face that inwards, and on the other side, face it inwards again. So yeah, you put that there like that, and we'll get the screws and screw those in a minute. Get 2 of the joints, and basically, if you can see there, trying to get them in focus, you've got those lips, them raised bits there. Basically face them inwards, guys, when you're attaching them, like so. And then we'll get type H screw. Yeah, guys, if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button for us. And if you do like this video, give it a big juicy thumbs up. Really appreciate that. But I am appreciative of all the views I'm getting so far. It seems to be going up a bit, which I'm happy with that. What we'll do is take these out. It might be easier to hold the frame, just to get a bit of a leverage on the screw. And then screw that in. And remember the trick, guys, if you're struggling to get these screws into metal, just apply a bit of WD-40, and that'll help you out wonders. I think this one's going to be alright, to be fair. Well, that looks like that's in tight enough. Yeah, you can see that's in tight enough. So that's that one done. Get another H screw. It's starting to take shape now though, this car, this model. I do love it. And I think it's going to real pop, you know, once it's built. I mean, once you start seeing the body panels going on, that's going to make it real pop. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard of Wilder Wayne, but he's building this at the minute. If you want to be a bit impatient and see what it looks like when it's nearly built, check him out, guys. Tell him that I've sent you over to have a look. But then come back, please. Stick with me. But yeah, he's one guy I do watch, Wilder Wayne. He does some good models. One day I'd love to be doing more models than I'm doing now, and hopefully I will be. So yeah, that's in there. But check him out, guys, Wilder Wayne. I'll tell you what, I'll put his link at the bottom of the screen, which you should be able to see now. I think it's just at Wilder Wayne, but check him out. He's got some good models going on at the minute. But as I said, if you want to see what this is looking like later issues, I think he's slightly ahead of me like I say, check him out, guys, see what you think. Give him a message, say Rich 43 sent you. Helping a brother out, if that makes sense. We're a little community, guys. YouTube, I'll say little. YouTube community. We all look out for each other. Hopefully one day he'll pass some people to me. Who knows? He's been at it longer than me. But yeah, I just thought I'd head you up. Because I know it's a fast-paced world now, isn't it? And we all want to see the finished result. But yeah, just to let you know. He's another guy building this at the minute. And like I say, he's further than me at the minute. Because he started it before me. But yeah, if you want to see what it looks like later, his shoes, of course, go and have a look. And then come back to me to carry on with me. Right, so yeah, we're just screwing these other joints in here. Which they seem to be going in pretty well, to be fair. I've not needed any WD. So that's what we've got so far. And then we need one of these grey ones. I'm just seeing what they're called. Yeah, they're called Type B joints. So yeah, these are the B joints, the black ones, B for black. Then you got Type A joint, which is there. Again, you can see that's got like a little lip on the end of there. And that has got to face, I'm just gonna have a look, to the left. So as you look into the frame, face to the left, like so. And then we've got to use, I'm just seeing what screw we've got to use. I think it's H again. Yeah, another H screw. It's the same screws, guys, just a different joint. Let's get that out there, put it on. Yeah, guys, soon coming to the channel, I'm hoping to do some more DeLorean stuff, the recap, which if you're regular to the channel, you know I've been recapping, going over it of the DeLorean and what it can do, etc. I've done the front half and the middle, the interior so far, but soon I'm going to try and get the rear, where you got the engine and that. So yeah, that's that done. So that is all instruction 1 done so far. Now we're going to instruction 2. Right, so instruction 2, guys, now it's asking on the opposite side of the rear frame. So what we do is going to turn that over. We've got to put the Type A joints with the same number of Type H screws, which there's 4 Type A joints, which one's going to go at the top there, one there, and there's one there as well, without the perimeter frame around it, if that makes sense. Now, I've looked at them, guys, and all the raised edges are pointing to the right as you're looking at the frame like this. So, yeah, let's crack on doing that. If I go quiet, guys, I'm concentrating, that's all. You know me by now, I think. What I might do is just start them off, and then I can lift the frame up to continue screwing the screws in. Oh, guys, as well, really, not a spoiler, but just to let you know, the Titanic has arrived. That sounds cool, don't it? The Titanic's arrived. But yeah, had the delivery yesterday. So it'll be back to business as usual this Monday coming. So if you're not subscribed, like I said, subscribe, guys. Smash that subscribe button and the bell notification. And then you're not going to miss the Titanic and any other videos you're interested in watching. Where's this other one going? Oh yeah, sorry, top, no problem. But yeah, that goes to the top, and you've still got the raised edge pointing to the diagonal to the right. But yeah, back to what I was saying, the Titanic's here, so I'll get that filmed for you and get that put out for this Monday. And then obviously it's business as usual, weekly, every Monday, the Titanic by Hashard Partworks, which had a wicked build. And I don't know if you can see, it's just here, basically, the hull. Just sitting there waiting for me to continue. Don't know if you can see it on shot. Not sure you can. But I do like doing that build, guys. I love doing all my builds, especially this one as well, the Ferrari. But it's been a bit annoying sometimes, like if I've had parts missing, which has only happened once, so I suppose I can't complain that much. The thing with this build is there's a lot of stuff what's just in storage and you have to wait to put it to the parts, which I know that don't sound end of the world, but you just want it to be put together. It's one of them things. Right, let's make sure that's in there. That's not tight enough yet. See, sometimes guys, let's see if that'll go in tighter. It's been the hardest one to put on, to be fair. But I think that's because all the rest got like little lips there, see, but it's going in. Right, so that's that. So you're there, guys, you've got the 4 type A joints for the end of instruction 2. Before we move on to instruction 3, I won't lie to you, I use my trusty little WD-40 potter here just to give it a bit of lube for these 2 screws. It was just not threading into the frame, but it's not an issue. As I said, just use a bit of WD, it helps you out, guys. But all them joint A's now are on tight, as you can see. So yeah, that's all done. So I had to rely on a bit of WD to help me put those on. Instruction 3. Right, saying press the left oil tank together with its lid, aligning the fixing points to secure in place. Right, this is from a few issues last week, I think, issue 51. So yeah, I'll take that out of there. Yeah, guys, I don't know about you if you're in building, but it just makes me feel, dare I say, calm, if you know what I mean. It just chills me out, man. I just love doing it. Takes me away from the real world, and I just love doing it in front of you guys so you can watch me doing these builds. Don't need no glue with these guys, so basically that's easy as that. It's in. So yeah, that is the oil tanker done. That was nice and easy. Put that at the top out of the way. Right, what's it saying in there? Take out parts that came with issue 51 on the rear left frame, position 4 type B joints. Right, we've already got the rear left frame. Hang on. See, it's just said do the left frame, which is done in instruction 1, and now instruction 3 is saying take out parts of 51 with issue 51 on the rear, on the left rear frame. Which I think it's going to be this. So you know what, I'm just going to open it and see. Let's just chuck that down there. So that's out of the box. See, that's that, but that's the right frame. So have I got that wrong? I don't think I have. See, instruction 4, that looks like that, right? So that's the left frame, but we've already done that, and that don't look like that. That picture there looks more like that. I'm going to go with it, guys. We've done this bit, as I've just said, so I think that's done. I know in a minute we're going to have to take out this frame bit, which these 2 will go on, but I'm going to stick with my instinct, guys. That's an error on the left rear frame. Now, if you look, that is the right. See it right there? So I think that's just a mistake, but I'm just, if ever this happens, guys, to you, look at the picture, that's how I'll go, and see if it's exactly, and that is exactly how that's positioned. If you see everything's where it's meant to be, I'm going to stick with that, guys. I was saying, I'm fine, I'm cool. Right, again, guys, these raised bits on the joints are going to be facing inwards. So what I tend to do to make it easier just to get the parts is we'll put those there like that, facing inwards. And we need 4 of these, and then 1 type A joint, which is going at the top. But yeah, if we get the B joints first, make sure the raised bits there like that, face them inwards. Then we've got a type A like that with that little raised bit. So you see where that's going to go. That's going to face that way as you're looking at it. So I'll tell you what, because I've got this in my hand, we'll start off with that one. Right, so we need some H screws. They are H screws, aren't they? Yeah. Double checking, guys, double checking. Cool. Let's get that out there. What I'm going to do now, guys, because I've got my trusty WD-40 here, give me a little bit of a dip. I ain't got very steady hands sometimes. Well, I have, but I think it's more thinking of what you're doing, to be fair, which is why sometimes your hand shakes and thinking, oh, I've got to do this right, got to get it in right. Just try and relax, guys, and just don't think too much. That's what I do. What'll be, will be. And it'll just work out. Right, so all these facing inwards. What I'm going to do again is just put the screw started off, and then I'll pick the frame up and continue. Right, so yeah, put some more WD. Do you know what? I forgot my train of thought now. I forgot what I was on about. There you go, it's gone now. But yeah, unless you're having a bit of a stress issue, it does relax you guys doing this sort of stuff. I mean, I used to always just watch YouTube and think, oh, I could never do that. It's all the editing and filming and all that sort of stuff. But do you know what? I've been doing this now since last October. And I would never look back now. Don't get me wrong, guys, it's like a full-time job. If anyone who says it's not, they'll be lying to you. I mean, you've got to film it, you've got to edit it, make sure that you're not giving false information, all that sort of stuff. So you've got to make it good content. Here's me talking about good content. Look, I hope you ain't thinking, oh, this is crap. But no, I think you know what I'm on about. It's just, I'd never look back, guys. I love it. I love doing it. I get a sense of well-being, and I just love knowing that I've put something out and it may be out there forever, and I might have helped people out who are doing the build, or I might have persuaded them to do the build, even if it's like for, I don't know, for your mental health, or just to make you feel good or whatever, or just to get, because you like building, can't keep sitting still or something, you just want to do something. That's what I love, guys, and I love doing it so you can watch this and entertain you. And like I say, if it keeps someone happy, even one person, that makes me happy then. That's why I love doing it, guys. I really do. See how easy I went in there. I'm going to stop gabbling, but yeah, that's what I think. That's why I do this sort of stuff. That's why I thought I'd do it. I mean, with all what's gone on in the last 2 years, 3 years, and still going on, obviously, I just needed something to take my mind off it, even though my work takes it off it, because I'm always working like a lot of people. And I've been doing models for a few years now, but not YouTubing it. And I've seen it being done, obviously, and watched other people. And I thought, well, shall I do it? Shall I go for it? Yeah, and the rest is history, guys. I've been going now for a few months, as you know, if you're a regular to the channel. Yeah, since last October. But I tend to keep going. I do love it. Anyway, there you got the A joint at the top. And then you got 4 B joints, which are the black ones there. That is instruction 4 done. Now we're doing what we did on the other rear frame. This is the right one, the other one's the left one. Got to do the same on this side. So basically what it's telling us to do, install 3 more A joints with as many type H screws. So we need 3 type H screws, which we've got here in the corner, and then these, just 3 type H screws, which are the silver ones. It's all right, guys, I'm just looking which way. Yeah, the raised bit there are all facing to the left of this frame. So let's get some screws out. I think this screwdriver is losing the magnetic, you know. I might have to get a new one. I love this. I've had this since the beginning of the build. Put a bit of WD-40, my trusty WD-40. was thinking, guys, I've watched another few YouTubers, and they've got like little nicknames for the followers. Is there anything I could call you guys who are following me? Comment down below. Give us your thoughts, what I could call you guys. All good, obviously. And then I could be calling it, or shall I just stick to saying, hey guys, or whatever, and be a bit boring? What do you think? Comment down below, guys. I'd love to hear. I mean, I don't know if you watch YouTube. You obviously do, you're watching me, but some YouTubers, they call their followers certain things. Nice things, as I said. I'd like to think of a name to call my followers, if that makes sense. I hope I'm not talking babble. I think you know what I'm talking like. You know, like when you got famous singers and that, and they call their followers who follow them all along certain names. I think Gaga's got something. I mean, I'm no Lady Gaga, thank God. No offence to Gaga, I love Gaga, but I'm digging an hole now. You know what I mean, guys. Right, I'm losing my train of thought now. So, right, we've done the top one. Done that. Right, we've got another one here, just above. Yeah, but I'm not going to go on about that now. I think I've dug an hole there, but if you'd like to be called something every time I come to the channel, instead of just saying, hey guys, how you doing? Comment down below. Tell me what you'd like me to say. If I don't hear nothing back, I'll just keep saying guys. No end of the world. Just having this nice little conversation, guys. There you go again, look guys. Just why I'm doing this tedious joints bit, what could be dragging a bit, but yeah, I like chatting. It's all part of the build, isn't it? At least when we get to the end of this, which I think, you know, I think there's only 100 issues. I should know that by now. I'm sure there's 100 issues in this, guys. So basically, we've got 48 more issues, which I suppose that's a lot, really, when you look at it. So that's near enough another year, isn't it? So you've got to stick with me another year, guys, if you're watching these videos. I hope you don't mind that. But just wait until we get to the end, and we'll see what we've accomplished. And hopefully, if you've built along with me, you as well. But yeah, that's the Type A joints done. You got one at the top, one there, one at the bottom. But yeah, that's all done, guys. So that is instruction for all done. Now for issue 49, which is this here, we've got to take this out, guys, and we've got to attach these rear frames to this frame, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want to knock these off the desk. Yeah, just move those to one side, and we'll get this open. I keep meaning to bring some scissors in here so I can do these a lot quicker. But I like to undo them in front of you guys so you can see how the packaging is. Bear with me, let me go off to camera a minute. That's how big this one is, guys. I didn't want to knock the camera, but yeah, let's get the packaging off. Yeah, I just think it's part of it, if you can see exactly what I'm opening and how it is to open, etc., and how it's packed. But yeah, the pack pretty cool, to be fair. Same as a Titanic, that's packed with tissue around it. But again, this is packed so you can't undo it, to be fair. But oh well, there we go. Right, I think we had some screws somewhere in here. I think they dropped out for me in a sec. Don't know where I've had this hey-ho from. Hey-ho, hey-ho. Never mind, I don't know. Never mind, I keep saying. Anyway, got this frame, guys, and we've got S screws. Right, so what we're going to do is look at the instructions on here, instruction 6. And then what we'll do is we'll turn that over, which, no, it's got to be that way. So you can see there on the picture, these bits are raised up. So if I just put that there for now, and then it's asking us to get the rear parts, what we've just done, to secure the two parts of the rear frame together, use 4 Type S screws. So right, we've got the S screws here, and we've got the left and right rear frame, which are here. So basically how it's going to look when these are attached is like that. Now these will only go on one way, to be fair, but just to know that, well, make sure you know that you're doing it the right way. These black joints are going to be facing outwards. So yeah, what we're going to do is put that side on first, then the other side. So what I'll do is remove this frame out of the way, and then we've got loads of S screws, so I think we're going to be using these a lot in the future. I think it'd be easy if I just tip these out, just at the top of the screen there. I think what we're going to have to do is turn this frame upside down. Yeah, like that. So if I just hold that there, like so, get an S screw. Go on, get on, get on, get on. Bit of WD, trusty WD. I think what we'll do is start all these off, and then when they're all attached, we'll tighten them up. Yeah, look guys, bit trusty WD-40 always does the trick. I need a bit on, just that bit of lubrication helps the world. I mean, if I knew this when I did the DeLorean them years back, whew, that would have saved me hell of a nightmare with my hands, etc. Nightmare that was a real nightmare. Trying to screw into metal, for example, you got like the joints on each wheel of the DeLorean, you obviously had to screw into metal. That was an absolute nightmare trying to get that in. You'd be pushing on the screwdriver so hard to get them in, because I suppose some people out there knew that you had to put oil on it to lubricate it, obviously, but I just never thought of doing it. And putting it together, it was so hard to get them into metal, the screws. You was rounding the heads off, etc. Your hands and your fingers was blistered because you was pushing that hard trying to get the screws in. But yeah, WD-40 guys, that's the answer. It helps a lot, as you can see. I mean, I've put a little bit of WD on this and it bites and goes in brilliantly. But me personally, I think, like, because it was from Eagle Moss, which I don't know what's going on with them now, but I think it was early days with this DeLorean, you know. I mean, I don't think there'd ever been a model like it. And since then, there's been more and more coming out with different companies, obviously. But I think it was early days with that DeLorean. So they learned what they was doing as they were going along, if that makes sense. And I think other companies who have done builds have looked at the DeLorean perhaps and done it a bit different, if better. Right, enough gabbling. That is that side done. And then now, what we're going to do is put this side on, like so. And always check, guys, you're doing it right by looking at the instructions, if the instructions are right, which they should be. That's how the finishing result is. And that's what we've got there, apart from putting the screws in next, which is what we're going to do now. So I'll get another S screw. Oh, don't die on my screwdriver. I think I might have to look at getting a new screwdriver soon. But yeah, guys, nearly there now. Just a few more screws, and then this week's issue is done. That's just what we'll do, is we'll just start these off, and then I'll pick the frame up, tighten them up. What I tend to do as well, guys, is when you finish the issue you're doing, whatever you've screwed together, just double check that everything's tight. Because the thing is, if you move on other issues and you haven't tightened something up, and then, I don't know, say for example, something covered that screw up and it's not tight, you're going to have problems then if it starts working loose when the model's built, especially with these joints, because I'm sure they're going to be held in some, obviously, something what's got to be sturdy, and you don't want them being loose. So just double check, mate, that the screws are tight as they can be before you finish the issue. That's what I do. But there's been many times where I've missed them, and then later down the line on another issue I thought, oh, that's a bit loose, and I've had to tighten it up. Yeah, but back to, I know this is the Ferrari, I'm just quickly saying, I'm glad the Titanic's come through. Because I was a bit worried I'm letting you down if I wasn't doing it for Monday, every Monday, but it's just one of them things that it never got through to me till, I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday. But yeah, that'll be back up next Monday, guys. And then we'll have another Ferrari next Friday. You've obviously got the Star Wing on a Wednesday. No, Tuesday. And I've started what I've started to do with the WWE on a Wednesday. I'm still going to do figures, but I'm putting a few WWE toys up as well. See if that interests anyone. But guys, that is done. And that is the finished result. These parts here we ain't used, so that'll be for a later issue. But guys, that is the finished result, which I will show you in a minute on an end shot. But it's looking good, guys. It's looking big. But that is it for this week's issue. Right, guys, that is it for this week's issue of the Ferrari F40 build, issue 52. I do hope you enjoyed this build, guys. This was an interesting week. It was cool. I liked it. We did a lot this week, putting the two rear frames left and right onto the main rear frame. If you're not subscribed already, guys, please smash that subscribe button. Press the bell notification bell so you don't miss any future videos along with anything else I'm putting out on the channel. But yeah, smash that subscribe button. Give it a big, juicy thumbs up if you like the video. Feel free to comment down below, guys. Anything you want to ask me or you want to chat or whatever or say anything, just comment down below. And feel free to share the video to anyone in your family, friends, whatever. Anyone you want to share it with, just get me about out there over on YouTube with the YouTube family. But yeah, that is it for this week, guys. For the Ferrari F40 build, Ferrari F40 build. See you next time. Peace.